Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the month of October. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Pisces, I am not offering personal readings. I will not be offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if you get a message from somebody, that is not me. That is somebody impersonating me and they are trying to take your money. So please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see what we have here for you. All right, so I have to tell you that there's a phrase that just came in. And it's, let's turn that frown upside down. I know it's cliche, but I think this is talking about these two cards here in the middle. You have a challenging middle row, which we'll get into as we go along, but we'll find the positive in this reading, and there are some. So I'll make sure everything's in view here. I think that looks good to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Six of Swords. So this is somebody sailing forward, okay? They are getting in their ship, they are taking their swords with them, and they are going to distant lands. They are going to new places, and they are sailing to new shorelines here. You can see that the waters are a little bit choppy here, and so it does suggest that there may be challenges along the way, but ultimately you're going through a transition. You're going through a rite of passage, and this is a very positive card because it's moving. You're moving forward, and it's better to be moving forward than to be staying in the past, right? And so I definitely like to see that. You're going through a major rite of passage, okay? Because of not only that card, but also because of the death card in the middle, which I'll get into here in a second. What am I also getting here right away on this opening message? Well, let's just go ahead and start with the death card. So this is the most important card in this spread because it bleeds into the rest of the cards, kind of in some ways lays out the context, but this death card is very rarely do I read this as death and dying, okay? So it's a common misconception in the tarot, and it's one of those feared moments in the tarot, but when you start to do research on this card, this is about making a transformation in your life. Further, this is the card associated with Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign of transformation. They take something and they synthesize it into something else. They transform it into something else. And that's what you're being called on to do with this death card. Okay, so don't let this be a fearful moment for you. Realize that there's changes afoot here. And the best thing that you can do is ride out the changes, is to stay in your boat here and continue moving forward. But with the death card and the Six of Swords, transformations and transitions. Okay, something here is changing. And what I want to point out to you is the card that comes after the death card is the Temperance card, which means you're going to have a period of renewal and healing that comes in soon. So do keep that in mind. Now, towards the beginning of the month, you have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So Page of Swords, this could be an air sign. This could be you having a natural curiosity about something. What I also want to point out is this can mean news of delays or disappointing news, but I think it's the delays news that is more aligning with me in this reading, because for the sort of first part of October, we'll be in a Mercury retrograde. And so what I would tell you is to just double check paperwork. If you have an itinerary or travel itinerary, I would just say double check that, make sure everything's lined up. Don't forget your keys out the door, things like that, okay? You may have technology issues, your computer might shut down, something like that happening. Nothing major, but that's what I'm feeling. You have this Ten of Swords. This is what I was talking about. So you have this challenging row here, Ten of Swords, Death, Five of Wands. These are two of the more challenging cards in the tarot. This, though, it does say that there's an ending here, potentially something ending in the beginning of the month. But the Ten of Swords provides you with an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. It says that there is new hope on the horizon, Pisces. And so there's a shedding of skin. There's a shedding of old skin here that's going on for you, potentially starting in the beginning of the month, maybe moving into the middle. But there's something here that's going to come in and change your mind or change your perspective. And you know, it's a good time for you to just ride the current, is what I feel like saying, as we have this boat symbolism on the bottom. You also have the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, this is relating to a relationship. For some of you, this is a new relationship coming in with the Ace of Cups, because you also have the Page of Cups, which we'll get into in a minute. It can also mean new happiness arriving if it is not romantic for you. Realize that there may be one thing ending, but there's also another happy thing beginning. And that's what I feel like is this message, is what this message is all about. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Page of Cups, the Death card, and the Knight of Wands. So we've talked about how the Death card is really just major transformations, something changing in your life, being a catalyst for change, something like that. And for some of you, it may be moving, okay? Because you have now two moving cards. You have the Six of Swords indicating travel, and the Knight of Wands is a card that almost always comes forward when somebody's ready to change residence or move to a new location. Now, obviously, not everybody is going to be doing that. So the other way, there are a lot of ways to read the Knight of Wands. Another way of doing that, thinking about that, is you're moving in thought. Okay, you're changing your thoughts around something. And for some of you, this Knight of Wands also indicates it's a jack of all trades, or it's, as I like to say, it's like the maverick in the tarot. They can do a lot of different things, and they can do it with an element of passion, right? And so some of you are doing that. And the other thing is you have this Page of Cups, either a relationship changing or a relationship coming in that changes things. And so you can look at it in a good or a bad way. But this Page of Cups is somebody coming forward, handing out their cup, saying, I'm interested, saying, you know, let's go get coffee, let's do something, let's do whatever. And that's what this Page of Cups is all about. It could also be a creative project. You could have some sort of like creative project or a new project coming into your life that infuses your life with happiness. Something like that happening here. Now, towards the end of the month, you have the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Hierophant. Need to explain something to you. 5, 5, 5. The Hierophant is number 5. That's pretty incredible. So the limited knowledge that I have on angel numbers, 555 is change. So there's no like doubt about it. However you spin this reading is change. There's change coming in. And since I almost said relationship, there's a change in some relationship for some of you. You have the Five of Cups. The thing is, this person here is, if I can pick this up, this person here is thinking about the Three of Cups card and the old times, the good times of the past. But if they would just realize that there are two cups behind them overflowing, they would know that there are always good times coming in the future. And that's what I feel like you're being called on to look at. You also have this Five of Wands and the Hierophant here. So this is some sort of conflict in your life. I do feel like maybe it's an internal conflict with all of these transformations and changes. And for you, it's the Hierophant as well. So what I feel like is going on here is you're being called on to not conform. This is, for me, non-conformity, because the Hierophant can be read as somebody conforming, but when negatively aspected or when you know, cards of transformation are around it, you're like not going by the grain. You're doing something different here. So let's go ahead and see what comes through in the clarifications. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button, subscribe for future updates, and also drop a comment to let me know what you think. I also really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, Pisces, and I hope things are going well for you. So let's see what we have going on for you here to clarify with the Oracle cards. Okay, Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Are you serious? What have you been talking about this whole time? Something's coming in and transforming the way that you view a situation. This is relationship, this is job, this is organizations, this is a movement of some type coming in. Master Buddha. Okay, this is significant. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So the Buddha symbolism is meditation, and Horus, the author of this oracle deck, says that he associates Horus with this vortex that is above our heads, that is always spinning, that we can throw ideas into and allow them to manifest. And so it talks about getting into a meditative state. So some of you are doing some sort of meditation, and Lady Venus, downloads and understanding, truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven in the astral realm. This is probably, for me in my life, that's been the most powerful card for me personally. It has sort of foretold downloads for me. So some of you really want to get into a state of meditation and see what the universe is trying to tell you here in this month at some point. So we have within the next few months, so this change could be occurring. The seeds could be planted here in this month, but something's coming in. Okay, you have an opportunity coming in here within the next few months. And I guess we're going to take this one. Helpful people. Okay, look out for somebody to come in and be a way shower for you. Somebody who can help you see something in a new way. And this could be somebody who is romantic, but it could also be a really nice opportunity for you that comes in that is sort of like a catalyst for soul growth, is what I'm feeling like. There's a soul growth element to this reading. So let's see what else wants to come forward here. We'll pull some additional tarot cards to see what wants to come forward. Okay, Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So, all right. Eight of Cups. This person is walking away from a disappointing situation. They are letting their spilled, broken, empty cups of the past be a thing of the past, and they are walking towards the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the fulfillment of a wish or a long-held dream. So for some of you, it's like what's going on here is, it's interesting because the Page of Swords is below it, and that can be like an immature person or a younger person, tricky, challenging person. Some of you are maybe walking away from a relationship that's not working for you. For others of you, you're walking towards something that makes you a lot happier. That's what I feel like is going on. You have this Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, opposite cards. Five of Swords is totally recoverable. Ten of Swords suggests that it's typically not. But regardless, you are working through this. Okay, there is potentially a loss or a conflict here in the beginning of the month, but you're going to walk away. You're going to say, you know what, I'm going to let the dogs bark. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm more mature than that situation. And then you have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands. Someone coming in, and some of you are having a research project or something like that, because the Two of Wands suggests research, planning, discovery, with the Ace of Cups, which could be projects or new happy beginning or something like that. Some of you are looking out to the horizon and thinking, like, where do I go from here? And doing the research. So you have the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, some of you are stuck. The Hanged Man, it's contentment. It is sort of like, in some ways, it is feeling stuck because, yeah, they might be having a fun time here, kind of just hanging out on the post, but at the same time, they're not growing. There's no soul growth for the Hanged Man. So for them, their challenge is to see what would happen if they would cut the cable and start free falling. Where would they land? Where would they go? Who would they meet, and what people would they see, and what places would they go? And so for you, it's like, is there a sacrifice that you need to make? Is there something that you need to give up? That's the transformation for some of you. And for some of you, it's like moving away from your home or moving away from a place that you've been for a long time with the Knight of Wands, something like that going on. I do feel like you're able to do this because you have some sort of financial stability here with that Four of Pentacles. And the Magician is telling you to take action, okay? The Magician takes all the tools that are on the table and they use them to manifest something for themselves. All right, let's see what else we have here. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Death card coming in once again, and the Two of Cups. This is a relationship that is transformative, whether it's romantic or professional. This is a relationship that is transformative for a lot of you. Not everybody, but for some of you. For others of you, somebody wants you to conform and you're not. You are not doing that. You are saying, no, I am Pisces. I'm doing my thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. And so I feel like some of you are maybe doing that. Now, yeah, I just feel like there's major transformation. There's not really much else for me to say. With that, just know that you are talented, okay? You can see this person's wrapping up their latest creation. Their other projects are hanging up on the post, indicating that they have some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability that will always keep them well provided for. So if you are dipping into scarcity mode, if you are dipping into scarcity mindset, know that the universe is abundant and that you likely, especially with that Knight of Wands, a maverick, you are skilled, okay? And there will always be opportunities available to you. So if you're in that situation, just that's what I feel like saying. I feel like you have the ability to manifest anything right now. So let's see what else we have. All right, see what the Kipper has. Change, house, yeah, wow. Okay, lovers, distant horizons, wealthy man, and gift. Okay, so it does not matter what gender you are. This is just, remember, any card is just masculine and feminine energies. But really the wealthy man, this person's standing at the end of a successful trading day. And so it talks about investments paying off, okay? Some of you, some of you turning a small amount into a large amount, something like that going on, with investments paying off in gift. Others of you are literally moving house. Like with change, you can see bags are packed, cars ready to go. You're moving out of this old apartment. Some of you are moving from an apartment to a house or vice versa. Some of you cashing in on a home. Maybe you're selling a home that you've purchased a long time ago. But others of you are just changing residence. And this relationship, I don't want to, it's like, I don't even feel like it's bad. I feel like it's transformative. Like sometimes, you learn something within every relationship that you get in, romantic or non-romantic. And for some of you, it's just like there's a relationship that will be started at some point here that changes the way that you look at something. Distant horizons, really good times ahead for you, okay? This could take 3 months, it could take a few months, but there's something good coming in. So love this reading for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.